Friends, when we are asking for help, we must use polite language. That means we must avoid being too direct or aggressive language. In this video, you will learn several tips and tricks for making polite inquiries, requests, permissions, etc. The contents of this video session include making inquiries, making requests, and seeking permission. Please do watch the video till the end. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe and hit the like button and share it to your friends. I am Professor Venkatrama B. Assistant Professor of English at Government First Grade College, Gudibande. Friends, imagine you are at a railway station. You want to know the arrival time of KK Express. What inquiry would you make for the following situation? There is one possibility like, when will the KK Express arrive at the railway station? This sentence is grammatically perfect, but it lacks politeness. It doesn't seem to be an indirect question which is required for the making polite inquiries. It's incorrect. We can frame as, excuse me sir, can you please tell me the arrival time of KK Express? This is more appropriate and correct because it is polite. It is an indirect question. When you want to make an inquiry, when you seek information, when you seek permission, you have to frame a question like this. Let us know in detail about these things in this video. Well, this is important from the point of view of examination also. This is tested for 2 to 4 marks in your semester examination, particularly for the students of Bengalurunorthuniversity and also Bangaloreuniversity. This area of grammar component is prescribed for the students of BA first semester and also BCom first semester. Please do watch the video. Let us go ahead now. The first and foremost thing is, what is inquiry? An inquiry is a single question or maybe a series of questions. We normally make inquiry or inquiries in social conversation to get information from the person. Example, what is your name? Where do you come from? We also make inquiries when we want to get information about traveling, working, etc. Well, these are the situations. This is how we make inquiry. Friends, there is another concept called making requests. What is this? Let us know what is making request. When we make a request, we ask for someone for something or we ask someone to do something. There are different ways of asking for something. We usually ask for something politely and indirectly. For example, by using can, could, would you mind if, and may, and some other words depending upon the context. Now let's move on to seeking permission. What is this seeking permission? If you request someone who has authority over you to permit you to do something, it is known as seeking permission. When you ask for permission to use something that belongs to someone else, you have to be polite. It is desirable to use the word please. Friends, now let us know some templates or commonly used expressions for asking for information or seeking permission or making requests. I'll give about 30 commonly used expressions. I'm sure these will be highly useful to make any kind of request. By the use of these kind of expressions, you could make a polite request. Well, let us go to those expressions one by one. First one is, excuse me, would you mind if I ask for something? Second one, excuse me, can you please tell me the timings of? Third one, may I know the college timings? Fourth one, I would like to know. Fifth one, I wonder if someone could tell me. Sixth one, could anyone tell me? Seventh one, would you mind telling me what happened? Eighth one, would you provide me with the information about the job fair? Ninth one, could you please repeat it? 10th one, could you please tell me the way to market? 11th one, can you please lend me rupees 100? 12th one, Can you give me the book, please? 13th one. Can you please close the door? 14th one. May I open the window, please? 15th one. Can you please help me to open the bank account? 16th one. Could I ask you to take home? 17th one. Could you please take me to the dentist? 18th. Can you please drop me off at college? 19th one. Do you think you could take me to the supermarket? 20th one. Could you please take off your raincoat? 21st. Would you mind switching off the fan? 22nd. Would it be alright if I borrowed your mobile phone? 23rd. Please, can I have a look at your photo album? 24th. Please, may I taste that hot spicy dish? 25th. Would you be kind enough to repair my computer? 26th. Got any idea? Have you any idea? 27th. Do you happen to know? Would you happen to know? 28th. I don't suppose you would know. 29th. Is it okay if I sit here? 30th one. Can I go out, please? These are some of the commonly used expressions. I'm sure these will help you a lot to frame any kind of polite inquiry, or you can seek permission by use of these expressions. Let us jump onto the indirect questions. When you want to make a polite inquiry, these inquiries should be indirect questions. Friends, let us know something about indirect questions. When asking for information in English, one can use direct and indirect questions. However, in English, there are situations where it can be considered impolite to ask a direct question. So, we might ask an indirect question. Indirect questions are polite, a little more formal and longer forms of direct questions. We use them when talking to a person we don't know very well or in professional situations. Indirect questions are formed of two parts. The first part is a polite expression. The second part is a question that has no subject or verb inversion like a direct question. There are three important grammatical changes between direct and indirect sentences. Let us know each of them in detail. The first and foremost grammatical difference is when we start using an indirect question form, the word order is the same as a positive statement, not a question. Let us look at some of the examples. Do you know what is his name? This is more direct question. We can't use like this. This is incorrect to use in the making inquiries. Then how can we use it? This can be used as, do you know what his name is? This is a more correct form of using indirect question for making an inquiry. Let us come to another example. Can you tell me what are you doing? This is also incorrect because it is a direct question. This can be made as an indirect question just by altering the verb order. Like, can you tell me what you are doing? See here, the verb order is changed. What you are doing is more assertive rather than what are you doing is a question or a direct question. So what are you doing? That part of a sentence is changed as what you are doing. Then it becomes a correct indirect question. Let's come to the second grammatical difference between direct and indirect question. When you want to make indirect WH questions using these tenses, we do not need do, does, did. Instead, we use a question word and then a normal positive sentence word order. Let us come to some examples. What time does the bank open? In this direct question, when we are framing an indirect or positive sentence, we need not require the helping verb does. By changing this helping verb does, we can reframe it as, do you know what time the bank opens? See here, what time the bank opens. Open is the verb. That verb is changed as opens. And do you know is another phrase that is added. By adding an extra phrase and retaining a question and transform that question into an indirect, that becomes more polite inquiry. Okay? Come to another example. See, in this sentence, you can see, can you tell me who she did work for? In this sentence, can you tell me? That's okay. Who did she work for is more direct. This can be changed as, can you tell me who she worked for? So, did work is changed to worked. Now it has become a statement like indirect question. Come to another example. Do you know where she does live? It is also same like previous sentence. We can transform this sentence as, do you know where she lives? Does live is changed to lives. Well, move on to the third grammatical difference between direct and indirect question. If the direct question can be answered with yes or no, the indirect question needs if or whether. Let's look at some examples. Here is a direct question. Are your parents joining us for a program? For this question, we can answer it as yes or no. If such questions are asked, when we want to make it an indirect question, at the time we can use the word if or whether. You see here in the indirect question I have changed here. Could you tell me if your parents are joining us for a program? Come to the next example. Here is a direct question. Is she coming back soon? Here is also the answer yes or no. For this sentence, when you want to make an indirect question, we can use if or whether. See, the answer is, do you know if she is coming back soon? Third question. Have you seen this man before? For this also, there is a need of if or whether. Yeah, this can be changed as, can you tell me whether you have seen this man before? I am sure. Now you got the three differences between direct question and indirect question. Friends, remember that when you are making an inquiry, they should always be in the indirect question form. Friends, now let's come to the exercises. I'll give the first and foremost task. The task is, what inquiries would you make in each of the following situations? The situation 1 is, you want to know the exact location of the planetarium. Well, how do you ask? How do you make an inquiry? For this, I wonder if someone could tell me the exact location of the planetarium. This is a more appropriate form of making an inquiry. Let's come to the second situation. You want to go to Kempegowda International Airport. You are in Yelahanka. For this, I wonder if someone could tell me how to go to Kempegowda International Airport from Yelahanka. This is also more polite as much as the first sentence. The third situation is, you want to know how to start a piggy account in a post office. Yeah. Can you please help me to start a piggy account in a post office? Fourth one is, you are at Kempegowda bus station. You need to go to Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium. For this, I wonder if someone could tell me how to go to Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium from Kempegowda bus station. Let's go to some more exercises. Task 2. Here are some situations. How will you make a request in the following situations? Let us try. The first situation is, it's very hot in the room and you would like to open the window. As it is very hot in the room, may I open the window, please? You need to borrow some money from a friend because you have lost your bus fare. As I have lost my bus fare, can you please lend me some money? This is the answer. Third situation is, someone's mobile phone is always ringing during a film. How would you make a request for him? Would you mind switching off the mobile phone during a film? This is a more appropriate and polite enquiry. Fourth one. You don't understand the address someone gave you and you would like them to repeat it for you. Pardon me, would you mind repeating the address for me as I did not understand the address someone gave me? Fifth one. The person behind you is talking all the time during the class. This is a situation. How would you make a request? Could you please stop talking all the time during the class? Sixth one. You are watching TV, but you can't hear because the volume is very low. Your friend has a remote. In this situation, how would you make a request? Could you please increase the volume as it is very low and I can't hear? The seventh one is, you would like someone to take a photo of you and your friend in front of a famous monument. For this situation, you can have the answer like, would you mind taking a photo of my friend and me in front of a famous monument? Eighth one. You can't see the timetable at a train station because a stranger is standing in front of it. The answer is, would you mind moving aside as I can't see the timetable at the train station? Let's come to the task 3. How do you make inquiries in the following situations? The first situation is to make a bus pass. Would you mind telling me how to make a bus pass? Second one, to operate an ATM card. Would you mind telling me how to operate an ATM card? Third one, to open a bank account. Can you please tell me to open a bank account? Fourth one, timings of the bus at the inquiry counter of the bus stand. For this situation, you can answer like, would you mind telling me the timings of the bus? The fifth situation, to book an online railway ticket. The answer can be, can you please help me to book an online railway ticket? Sixth situation, information about room availability in the resort. You could answer, would you provide me with information about room availability in the resort? Seventh one, to join the English course. Would you provide me with the information about the English course? Eighth one, to join a new course in the college. May I know the new course in the college? Ninth situation is about the admission fees in the college. Answer, would you be kind enough to tell me the admission fees in the college? 10th one, the reopening date of classes is you can answer like, would you be kind enough to tell me the reopening date of classes? Now, from the point of view examination, I will give the model questions. Just watch this and try to answer this. Similar questions will be asked in your examination. Well, let us go to the first and foremost question. The situation is, you want to know the arrival of the Shatabdi Express. For this situation, you could answer like, excuse me, can you please tell me the arrival timings of the Shatabdi Express? Second situation is, you want to know about the new course in the college. May I know the new course in the college? Friends, with this information, I am sure you have been equipped yourself with this kind of making inquiries. Friends, I am sure this video will be highly useful and informative for your examination point of view. Good luck for your examination. Hope to see you in the next useful video. Friends, if you haven't subscribed to my channel as of now, please do subscribe and hit the bell button for all the notifications regarding your syllabus updates. And never forget to like my video and share it to your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope we will meet in the next useful and interesting video. Take care and I wish you good luck for your examination. Bye.